In this movie, I will review the low poly modeling process. This is the mesh that will have all the high poly detail baked onto it. We do this after the high poly portion so the game ready mesh matches closely to our high poly version. It is easier to adjust the low poly than it is to create a low poly mesh first and then high poly model within those bounds. So we already have the high poly objects created. We also have a lot of the elements of the high poly stacks not collapsed, which you can see here. I select this object of the high poly and the stack is not collapsed. And this is a good thing for later on when creating the low poly versions of the detailed elements. Usually I will select the largest piece and make a copy, then start deleting from the object stack. However, this rocket is simply a cylinder, so let's just create a 16-sided cylinder to start, like here. As you can see, it is a cylinder and it is also 16 sides, as noted here. Now, scale this cylinder to just about the same size as the high poly rocket. Model it out and create what you see here by using normal low poly techniques. I did this for each section of the rocket, the front, the middle, and the back, as well as all the detail elements, making sure that my low poly objects did not stray outside of the bounds of my high poly object, as you can see here. Once you have the low poly section created that encompasses the high poly counterpart, you need to name the low poly elements of the rocket. Keep it in mind that overlapped elements have to be their own object with their own name and suffixing all with _low. This is important for how Substance Painter recognizes the meshes for its explode bake function. Now we will move on to the unwrapping process.